see, that looks pretty good. Last shot, here we go. Ooh, according to the drone, it looks good.
In order to find where this bullet sits on the lands, I'm going to be using the Hornady lock and load straight overall gauge. And a couple of tips with this is, if you've not used it before, is make sure that there's a valley that's right here, and you want to make sure that this knob is sitting just on top of it, loose enough to where it's sliding left to right, but not turning when you twist it this way. Because if you have it too loose and you lock it down this way, it really will set your gauge off. So make sure that that's sitting, that knob is sitting in that valley loose enough to where it'll slide this way, but not turn this way. The other thing that you're going to need is the modified case from Hornady, and this of course is for the 6.5 Creedmoor. Go ahead and screw that in all the way down. Make sure that's firm. And the other thing that I like to do, which is not necessary, but I've done this enough to know that the probability of this happening is to go ahead and get your cleaning rod and carefully place it down your barrel, because the potential of that bullet sliding out of that case gauge is high. And what I'm looking for is basically to come out of here, and then I need it to basically sit here just in case the bullet does tap out when I'm doing this. All right, take your bullet, put it inside of the modified case gauge. Go ahead and let it drop in there and slide this guy up. Again, make sure that that's sitting in that valley right there. Make sure that that bullet is free sliding and it's not wonky like that. Okay, and I like to put the knob up like this and then slide it on up. Once you get resistance, go ahead and just hold that firmly and go ahead and push this in. Make sure that that's loose. Okay, that feels good right there. There it is. Okay, yeah, that feels good. And you're going to want to do this at least 3 to 5 times, depending on consistency. And what I like to do here is to go ahead and push the bullet out with this. There we go. Let's do a measurement. And the reason that you keep that flat is you can take your measuring tool and slide it right in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this in front of the camera. Make sure this is zeroed out. Okay. Okay, first measurement is 2.872. And then let's go through the whole process again. Go ahead and back this out just a little bit. Take this knob, spin it out, run the bullet down inside of the modified case, and then run this again. Nice, firm pressure there. Go ahead and tap that in. That feels good. Lock that down. Slide that out with there. Measurement number 2. And if I'm within 0.0001, I'm just going to ride with that. And I do need to go ahead and write down my first measurement. This is hard to do with this camera angle. Sorry, guys. I was at 2.872, 2.873. I'll go ahead and do it one more time. Let me go ahead and write this down. 2.872, 2.873. Go ahead and slide that in there. Make sure your rod's out. You don't want that to interfere. Go ahead and push that up inside there. Nice and firm, both with the rod. There we go. Lock that down and push it all out. Let's get a final measurement here and see what we're dealing with. There it is, 2.872. All right, so we'll just call it a 2.872. 2.872. Now that I've got an overall length established, in our next video, we'll get behind the press and develop some charges, so stay tuned for my next adventure.
Ooh, according to the drone, it looks good.